And I led for the National Weather Service. All right, 8 o'clock, we're going on KUAM TV 11, guys. 7:31, brought to you proudly by Pacific Points, IT&E, Jack in the Box, and Cabo Enterprises. This is the Link, Miss a Link, Miss a Lot's Monday. The big haps this morning. Congressman St. Nicholas delivering his congressional address live from the Guam Congress Hall. 10 a.m. Right, and we'll be streaming it on our KUAM News Facebook page. All right. As I don't know, what are you anticipating anything from the congressman's speech, Mayor Alig, the president of the Mayor's Council of Guam?
Well, always looking forward to seeing something that benefits our municipalities. I think the two things that come to mind are the efforts with the Fishermen's Co-op. That's kind of been a long time coming, and we're appreciative that he actually wants to push that forward, because we do have a lot of local fishermen within our community. So hopefully he has some update on that, and I know that the administration and the legislature are also supportive of his work in that area. So that'll be something, and benefits not only the fishermen but also the community, right? So we can all benefit from the co-op. And I know for sure that we've been other entities and other government agencies have been working toward getting that going. So that's definitely one to look out. And of course, maybe the returned lands. So we do know that there's a lot of ancestral lands or excess lands from the Navy that have been returned to Guam. And I don't know how much of that has actually been turned over officially. So I know there's this tedious process, and I'm hopeful that he can provide some kind of light in that in that realm, simply because a lot of us will benefit from it in the government side and also on the personal side. There's always the process through the Ancestral Lands Commission and what have you. So that's, it is a lengthy process, not only on the federal side, but as soon as it gets to the government, there's a whole process that goes to the ancestral lands and so on. Yeah. And so I know that definitely there are residents looking forward to the return of their lands. And then, of course, the government can definitely use it so that we can stop renting, So looking forward to that.
What did you make? So last week, I don't know if you saw, we had an interview with Vera Tapasnia from the, well, she's up there. She handles like federal issues, right? Yeah. So anyway, she had said that they were already working on a lease for that land up there by Eagles Field for the new hospital. But she wasn't too clear on whether or not the process to offer that to the original landowners was followed. What did you make of that, since you're talking about federal land return?
Well, there is a process, right? And so I understand that fully, because we have a situation in PD as well. And so we can have all the dreams and the aspirations to use this property, but until we go through the process of returning those lands to the original owners, we won't really know what's left over to use. So it is important for our families or the original landowners to state their claim on the property. And, if anyone, it's been in the news for quite some time now. And so hopefully, maybe even through the mayor's offices and through media, through your broadcasts, that residents of that area or those that assume they have some original lands, come forward and state their claim so that they can go through that process. But it is a process. So I'm just kind of interested to see how that's going to pan out as well, because I know that there's some interest in it for sure.
Do you know the congressman will come out routinely and he'll kind of like offer his 2 cents on the local issues? Do you anticipate him maybe saying anything about the governor sitting on this $600 million in ARP funds until mid to late July?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm positive this congressman is very articulate in that sense, and I think he'll certainly drive his point forward. And it's good. We talk about checks and balances, so I think we should all check each other out. I mean, as much as everyone checks us mayors, we should check everyone else out.
That's it. Hey, guys, that's the quote of the show right there. I think we should all check each other out, but not like that, like check and balance style.
Exactly.
Ah, Mayor.
Yeah, be careful.
Okay, Mayor. So let's go ahead and get into this video here. I don't know if you called to see Mayor Rudy Paco, who's the. But I don't. Okay, I love dogs, and this video it made me feel nice to see all these dogs. And I did a little research over the weekend, and actually stopped by there on the way. Can we play the video? Yep. Right. So this is. I don't know how recent this video is, but it kind of really went viral over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and apparently this is Tijen, right?
Apparently dogs don't have
Go ahead.
social distancing rules.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of them congregating.
This was like Planet of the Apes, but with dogs.
Yeah. And they're healthy.
Healthy. You know why they're healthy, Mayor? Because I did my research.
Yeah.
They're healthy because the white ladies show up with the
Okay,
big
but hold
dogs.
on. So, Chris, when you said that, we always, as mayors, we always say, if you're feeding the dog,
It's yours.
if you're taking care of the dog, it's yours. So the onus is on the owner.
Oh, here we go.
Somebody owns the dogs,
Here we go.
right?
Look at that. That's cool. I thought this was up at Andy South.
No, I could tell that was
No.
in Tijen driving up. But
I know, but I didn't think it was like right on the main road.
Yeah.
That's like what, maybe 3 dozen, maybe 40 dogs.
It's been there for a while. I don't want to put a time on it, but I've seen it earlier than the weekend.
Well,
for sure.
I guess we found your new kennel. All you got to do is just put a fence. It's probably much cheaper than renovating game.
Well, you know what? That brought to mind when I saw that again, because I've seen it before, but when I saw it again, it brought to mind what a resident had proffered as their best solution to our animal or our dog problem, and it was something similar to that. So if you corral them and you continue to keep them there, more and more will come, and of course, you'll take care of them sooner or later, right? However it is, by whatever means, whether it's adoption, so on and so forth. And so, but of course, it was proposed to me in a different location and not an open, property like that. So it did. I thought about that in my work.
So, Mayor, apparently there before COVID, there was a bunch of taxi cab like offices there at Tijen. So I heard that they were feeding the dogs. Then I heard more recently, you're getting people who come around whatever time and they just dump big bags of dog food there.
Right. Yeah, of course. That's what I found out as well. I mean, because of course I was poking around too, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know, and so I was told, of course, they're giving names, and all of it is not, nothing is proven, right? But like I said, I mean, there has to be somebody has to own them, and we have to figure out how we're gonna take care of that, because it's an issue. The issue is for pedestrians, right? So I heard from one resident that I think it's, if not them, then it's their children that ride their bikes through the area and get chased, right? So that's an issue, right? And that's where we come in. And so what's the best solution for that situation? I think that's what we need to figure out. Yeah. And of course, it's not really we're all going to be throwing out who's responsible. No one's going to want to take care of them, because in the end, where do we put the dogs? Yeah. Again, I mean, we have 2 dogs in PD that need to get turned in, and Gain couldn't accept 2 dogs. Wow. And you have, a whole pack over there. And so what do we do with them, right? So it requires more than just, people just laying the blame on one person, because it's not going to.
Yeah. What's interesting too, guys.
What's interesting to me, Mayor, is like getting chased by a boony dog on a bike, or when you're running, or when you're playing outside. When I was a kid, that was a rite of passage. That was just like part of life, guys. Nowadays, you can't get chased by a boony dog. Can't do this, can't do that. Come on, guys.
You have officially become Antigo, Chris. You're dating yourself.
Come on, guys.
You know what I just realized though?
It's funny though that you bring up that Gain couldn't accept 2 dogs because we're getting Gain on this morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have,
and you know, again, it's collaborative, right? So if we can all work together to figure it out, then let's do it. But it's not just one person's. It can't be one person's responsibility, because if it is, then it's agriculture, right? And can agriculture do it? No. I mean, it's plain and simple. They can't do it with, you know, we're going to hear it all over again. One animal control officer, you know, one office employee, you know. So that's what I'm saying. It's not. It can't just be one person's. You know, duty to solve. It's a responsibility to solve. It's going to have to be a collaborative.
So even in a so-called perfect world, if Department of Ag or whoever you guys were to show up there, the simple fact is that you don't have the capacity to even store this many dogs.
Right. Well, the other thing, so the 2 things I was going to mention before I forget. One is, you know, in Dededo, there's probably, I was talking to the vice mayor over the weekend, and there's probably a whole lot more situations like that in Dededo that are unseen. So, you know, I'm meeting with him because that's something that, you know, we need to really, I haven't seen it in Dededo, so I do want to see it, and I want to see how we can, you know, again, work to take care of it. Then the second point was, there's something called a depredation permit from agriculture. And the depredation permit covers feral animals, wild animals, and unfortunately, those dogs are wild. I mean, and if someone says otherwise, then perhaps they need to put a collar on it and take it home. And it's as simple as that. They're wild. So, does the depredation permit? Can the depredation permit cover that situation? And if it does, then that's a possible solution.
You know what I just realized, guys, too, is that video that we had that we keep showing, since it took place at Teason, that is literally right across the street from, of course, from, you know, like the airline cargo place where there was that project where boonie dogs were being sent off island.
Right.
So the irony of that is like just interesting.
Well, I don't know if they want to adopt those dogs because they're big. They weren't the little puppies, the cute puppies that I think were going off.
They did look full size.
Hey guys,
right.
Dogs come in all shapes and sizes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mayor. Is there anything like not dog related that you want to talk about? Because I know you got an 8 a.m.
Well, the senior centers, you know, we're working towards opening them, and we're very happy to say that, you know, we talk about requisitions and purchase orders. So this week, the Southern Adult Daycare Center should be worked on, and I know that, you know, the mayor, we've been working with the mayor on that, and so that's one step forward to opening. There's some structural damage to the building, and there's some plumbing and electrical work that needs to get done. So we're working on that this week, and we're happy to announce that at least, and we're moving forward with the senior centers. So yeah, that's. Oh, and then of course we had there was an opportunity for our staff and for anyone else really who wanted to get additional training or certification with heavy equipment and those types of trades through the Trades Academy, and that started this past weekend. So that's, you know, that's good. It's always good to get our staff certified and equipped with, you know, with the tools to move on. So if we can encourage our staff to get better paying jobs and to look for, you know, more permanent careers, then I'm always for it. And so I'm glad to know that, I'm glad to say that the Trades Academy started their cycle this past weekend. So good things coming to those staff that have signed up for that.
Right on. Mayor, are you guys going to be involved at all in this job search requirement that they're going to be implementing for the people on the PUA? The people on the PUA!
Not that I'm aware of. Not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not that I know of. I know that skipping subjects, going on to the All Rise Act.
All Rise.
Okay, for the application, I know they're going to need residency verification. So I'm hoping that we, you know, whatever way, and you know, that's going to boggle us down. So hopefully we'll work on a situation with whoever needs to receive these verifications that we can do them electronically, just to make it simpler on the taxpayer, right? Because you don't have to be coming to our office to be getting those documents. Right. Hopefully we can just send it electronically. that's the only involvement that I know of in that type. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from labor at all.
Anything else before we let you go, Mayor?
No. Have a great week.
Are you sure? I feel like there's something. Is there anything, Jay?
Do you guys have any interns from the from that GDOE program?
Oh yeah. The
Yeah,
GDOEDY.
we have two interns, and that's that's a great program.
Yeah.
But you can't throw 40 people at the mayor's office because first of all we can't fit them all in our office. So yeah, we have two interns in PD. I know that there are some villages that I know Sinahanya has a camp, a summer camp, so they can use more, right? That's common sense. But I think Dededufinan, I think they have 25.
Wow.
And Hogget, I think has 15.
So Mayor, so the number of interns you can be apportioned would be proportionate to your village size, but not your budget.
No, it's not the village size. I think, well, perhaps it is village size, but it could also be the request of the mayor, right? So I only requested for 2.
Hey, but that's a fantastic way to spend a summer, though. So congratulations to all the kids who are going to be doing that.
Right on.
Yeah, it's a good program, if it's managed properly.
Right on. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
thank you, Mayor.
You're welcome.
Have fun at the proclamation signing.
I will. See you there.
Okay, Mayor. So,
Joss.
there you go, Mayor Jesse Alig. PD. He's also the president of the Mayor's Council of Guam.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, he actually nailed it on the head. That GDOE program, I naively thought it was just GDOE internships, which is fantastic already. But the fact that they're actually dispatched like throughout the government,
yep.
I mean, that's good training.
They're all over, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're everywhere. Okay, we got some comments. We had a lot of comments here. Let's just go back. Comments from our interview with the Chief Justice and the